iron out the issue of credibility and fairness, which is a profound concern across the state, Abia. Will the Absiec, under your chairmanship or watch, be business as usual?
Well, of course, for sure, it cannot be business as usual. Like I've been saying it, we are opposed to giving Abians a credible and acceptable election. And we are also going to give all the participating political parties a level playing ground.
Okay, let's have you walk us through where we are in terms of the timetable. I know Absiec released the timetable a couple of weeks ago, and ever since we want to find out, has it been judiciously followed across the board to the letter, at least to where we are currently in the scheme of things?
Yes, of course, except perhaps we just shifted the screening with submission. We just shifted the submission by 1 day.
Which happened when?
That was on 15th to 16th. 15th specifically, and we are done with screening. As I'm talking now, the list of candidates found to qualify for the election will be pasted today.
That's interesting. A big development, and you sound quite optimistic. And if the couple of words you have said are anything to go by, you are simply confirming that there is no chance the November 2nd local government election will be shifted.
No. The 2nd November date is sacrosanct. The election will be held that day.
Now, we know that, of course, crises involving parties are all internal, and Absiec will not like to interfere in such cases, no matter whose ox is God. But which part of the Labour Party faction have you received their list? And can you confirm if you have received that of the Labour Party, especially in the wake of the crisis rocking the Labour Party?
Yes, I received list from from the two factions. I received their list.
That's interesting. And which of them are you going to be working with?
Well, the fact is that we screened all of them, and we are consulting. Remember, we are also consulting with INEC. So that is the situation for now.
The consultation is simply to douse the ambiguity in terms of the both list received from the factional Labour Party.
Of course, because you know that one faction must eventually be the acceptable one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's get your confirmation over this. I mean, it's been all over social media, more like a speculation that a certain Zenith Labour Party have equally turned in their own list. Did you, the Absiec, which of course you represent, receive the list coming from the Zenith Labour Party?
Just like, I don't know why you singled out Zenith Labour Party. I received list from many political parties, not only Labour, not only Zenith. There are other political parties I received list from.
You know, we represent the people, and their concerns are what we are definitely going to bring to the fore, and that's what I have just done. Let's talk about another party, the All Progressives Grand Alliance, with their own factional issues. Have they submitted their own list? Are they part of the many parties like you have?
Of course.
That have
Abga submitted list. They submitted list.
Okay. I'm sure it's a long list, but can you confirm once again that the major parties in the state, all of them have turned in their list? The major parties.
Major parties like,
I'm sure you know them.
The Labour Party.
Okay.
The PDP.
Okay.
APP,
Okay.
APC, Zenith. Have I mentioned Zenith?
Yeah, no, you just did now.
Okay. And others. But APC did not submit list.
I had wanted to ask because, I mean, after the confirmation of the later list and all of that, they pulled out.
Yes, they said they will not participate.
Okay, so are you shutting the door, closing shop in terms of receipt of candidate list? Are you going to extend the timeline? Can other parties who have yet to turn in their list do the same? Any compromise in that aspect?
Remember, I told you that we have finished screening.
Okay.
We have finished screening, and as I talk now, the typing of the final list is ongoing in my commission, and I said that list will be pasted today.
If you're just tuning in, it is the platform, the pinnacle of all discussions, and we are currently speaking with the Abia State Independent Electoral Commission chairman, talking about Professor George Chima, asking questions which Abians are asking themselves from the comfort of their homes. Let's talk about logistics and other things. Can you say that you are well prepared if there is one challenge and one bottleneck the INEC will always face in the lead up to elections, even on that day, is the fact that they fall into the category of logistic issues and delay here and there? Can you say that everything is going to plan? You've received what you need to receive and you've actually put everything in place? Because, I mean, today is simply the 18th. It's not far away from today before the twinkle of an eye.
Yeah, thank you. According to our program, today, the 18th, we make it 14 days to the date of election. And as I speak now, if you go to every local government area, the notice of polls will be pasted today. And I want to tell you that yesterday we distributed the notice of polls to all the electoral officers in the various local government branch offices. And as I speak, we have contracted almost, especially the important materials that will take time to produce. We have commissioned them. And from 20th to the 1st, we are expecting that returns will begin to get back returns of those materials. And I want to tell you that we are ready. We are moving towards the election. Our preparation, as I'm talking, is 70% based on the materials we have sent out. And I want to tell you that the 2nd November date will be met.
I mean, credibility and fairness will always come into sharp focus, Professor Chima here. And just to ask again, are you under any sort of pressure to ensure that some certain candidates of a certain party will all emerge winners? Are you simply reassuring Abians that they should come out during the poll and then, engage in their franchise?
Thank you very much. If you know me well, you can know that Professor George Chima, has the ability of resisting pressure. And I want to tell you that I'm not under pressure by any person, by any group, by any political party. This assignment has been assigned. This job has been assigned to us under my leadership. And I assure Abians that this election will be conducted free, fair, and in a conducive atmosphere. They should come out and vote. It is their civic right. We will we will give them the protection. We have contacted the police, the DSS, the civil defense, and other security apparatives. We are going to work together to make sure that that day will not have any security hinges. Thank you.
Prof, before, why I asked that question is the fact that when you look back at what has happened across the southeast and the sister states, Enugu did 17 of 17 for PDP, Anambra did 21 of 21 of Abga, Absiec did 13 of 13 for APC, Imo State did 16 of 16 for APC. Are you doing 17 of 17 for Labour Party?
My good friend, you see, this is Abia State, and I don't compare myself with others, but I want to tell you that maybe those areas that had 100%, maybe their governors are doing well. And I want to tell you that if the governor of Abia State is doing well, the only way the people can say thank you to the governor for the good work he are doing is by voting his party. It's just like that. So I don't predict 100 over 100. But if the people says 100 over 100 is the best, it's up to them. It's up to them.
Let's open the phone lines and engage you now. If you have questions, concerns, contribution, you can bring them to the fore. 080818269949 or 0811605249. And when you get through to us, tell us your name and when you are calling us from. Actually, go ahead to give us your view. No name calling, no use of words which are unscrupulous and unacceptable. Good morning.
Thank God, please.
Name and location, please.
It's Victor from where?
Victor, go ahead.
Justina, good morning.
Good morning, my dear.
People are complaining about information. The information that is I don't know how to put it, is just fake. So we trying to engage with others to carry this question, so that they be hearing your voice. Then, in terms of security, is everything okay?
Okay, so he's asking about security. We'll get to Professor pretty soon, but let's get a pool of reactions. 080818269949 or 0811605249. Good morning.
Remain listed. Professor, you never go down. Excellent. Yes, Professor, you have clarified us. Now we are happy. The people have been shouted. The annex, let him come and clarify. You have done everything. That's why you are a professor. So what will happen is that if at times that they will go and decide if their government is doing well, it's not for them to what to announce. They are not what to announce. It's not you see that very day. So people will now start listening because what happened is when we are in old Abia, maybe they expect it what is going to happen now. No, Abia is decided. Abia is decided what will happen, and that has been our prayer. So people will not be shouting now. Say, you have to prepare us, and we know that that November, Abia will decide, and those people that have been backfire will still be backfire. Remember, said my professor.
Thank you very much. 080818269949 or 0811605249. Let's get to Filio Pulse. Good morning. Thank you. Name and location.
Good afternoon, Wisdom.
Go ahead, please.
This is Stephen calling from Arachuku.
Speak up a little bit, okay?
CY calling from Arachuku.
CY, go ahead.
I agree to your guest in the studio.
Thank you very much.
Please, I want to let you know, you talked about credibility in this coming November 2nd election. When you look at what really transpired in the primary here in our local government, the Labour Party primary, you will see that I doubt if the November 2nd election will be free and fair. Because some of the candidates that have the primary ticket in Labour Party here in Arushiku, I think we are not the people's choice. Honestly, when you look at the Labour Party flag bearer here in Arushiku, my dear, the man in question was not even in the picture at all. He wasn't even in the picture. Even the people's choice was not even given the ticket. So please, my professor, what I'm saying in essence is that people should make sure that this November 2nd election should be free and fair. You talked about the All Progressive Congress.
Wrap up your thoughts, please,
that
because
they
there
put
are
out
others
from the
waiting in the wing.
election. I believe that should be the reason why they did not want to participate. So please.
Thank you very much. All right, I'm sure you've actually had a go at the questions. Good morning. Good morning. Prof, let's get your reaction. I understand the last one is talking about party primaries, which I do not think is in the purview of your office. However, your reaction.
Yeah, thank you very much. Somebody that talked about the primaries. You know, that primaries is specifically the duty of political parties. It is their duty to conduct primaries and select candidates which they submit to us. So what we just we were invited to observe, and our observers also sent in reports whether the selected candidates are the people's choice. I think it manifested it is the duty of the complaints to go to political parties and not to us.
All right, let's get back to the phone lines. 0808-182-6949 or 0811-605-2949. Good morning.
Good morning, Professor George Chima.
Good morning, my good friend.
Name and location, please.
My name is John Okikalo. I'm calling from Abia. Prof, I have two questions.
Thank you.
My first question is this. You said that Labour Party, the two Labour Party factions submitted nominations which you accepted, and that you sort it out legally later on.
I didn't say legally. I didn't say legally, please.
Okay, you will sort it out later.
Yes.
Correct?
Yes.
Perfect. Now, if there is a nomination of a certain name, maybe John Okikalo, in Labour Party faction A or faction B, and the same name shows up in Zenith Labour Party as a nomination, does that not show double nomination? That's number one. My second question is this, so that you take them together. You are Professor George Chima. Please, before the people of Abia State, confirm whether there is an OT in your name, whether you are OT anywhere. Answer George Chima. Are you George Chima something OT? Or just George Chima? I just want to...
Let me answer that one direct.
Thank you very much.
Let me answer that one direct.
Go ahead.
My name is Professor G.N. Chima. G stands for George. N stands for Wabuko. And the Chima. Investigate me from my primary school to the university. I attended Government College Omahia. I attended Federal School of Arts and Science, Abba, and I also attended University of Nigeria. At all degree levels, you can investigate. I don't have anything OT in my name. Thank you very much.
To the first question here, regarding how to sort out double nomination.
Okay, that's good. That's good.
Two parties or whatever.
Like I said, if a name appears in two lists, it is a double entry, and I think we will deal with that. Thank you.
And you don't want to share how you want to go about doing...
We'll deal with that.
Okay, let's take more reactions. Good morning.
Good morning, friend.
Thank you. Name and location. We're actually struggling to hear you.
Yeah, my name is Obedient Child.
Obedient Child, please go
I'm
ahead.
calling from Momo. My question, because of time, is that when they try to mention the names that are going to contest for this local government election come on November 2nd.
When you say names, that is a whole lot. Can you narrow that down to specifics?
Hello?
You said he should mention the names, and I mean it's ambiguous, isn't it? The names of
what?
what?
Going to contest for the election come November 2nd.
Okay, I'll let him respond to that. Thank you very much. Let's take another call. Good morning. 0808-282-6949 or 0811-605-2949. Good morning. Good morning.
Hello, good morning, sir.
You're welcome. Name and location.
Yeah, good morning, Honorable dear.
Good morning, my dear.
Yes, my name is Abia. Abia from Bodi, South Asia. Yes, sir. I want to ask you whether you are giving us assurance that as the chairman of the INEC here,
Absiec. Go ahead.
Something that happened in River State will not happen here. If you are giving us that assurance, thank you so much.
Okay, you have answered it.
If you don't mind, let's take another one, then we can pick all of that together. Good morning.
Good morning.
Ikechukwu, go ahead.
Okay. This legal party election, remember,
Pardon?
Yes.
The prof wants to hear better. What did he say?
Hello, are you hearing me?
Go ahead now. You could.
So I'm talking of in respect of the structure of the party, of the Labour Party who are contesting election.
Okay.
Which structure are you recognizing? Because you cannot file an motion asking your court not to recognize Bola Ahmed federal government Abia as a part of integral part of federal government, because it looks from the word local government, federal, state government, and local government. So if the convention has been done as they are alleged, and court affirmed Abure as the leader of the faction, on what grounds should they not recognize that Abure faction in the state?
Okay, Prof will respond. Prof, let me allow you to respond.
Yeah, you see, I have been saying that time without number, that not only Labour, we have other factions in other political parties, and we are saying and that we are going to deal with them. We are going to deal with them after due consultation with INEC. Thank you very much.
Regarding the assurance that it's not going to be more like an offshoot of the Rivers State electoral election or thereabout.
Oh, thank you very much. I don't know when Rivers and Abia started being compared with. This is Abia State, and we are going to do our election irrespective of what Rivers State did. Thank you very much.
Good morning. Thank you for joining us.
Good morning.
Name and location.
Who say my name? I'm calling from my good morning, Prof.
Good morning, my dear.
Please, I want to thank you for at least coming to speak to Abia as Absiec chairman. I have long been waiting for more clarification on party issues and the nomination of funds. But I want to thank you for at least speaking to Abia this again. Yeah, this question is, one of the questions that I wanted to ask is the one that Oki asked about the nomination. In transaction now, the people that is in Labour Party, because I knew many of them that are showed us the nomination form that they won primaries. Irrespective of that, they were not conducted. Their primaries wasn't broadcasted, or there was no primaries in Labour Party. Another faction conducted, another faction did not conduct, according to them. So if I they migrated to another party, how are you going to handle it? Is it not going to be double nomination form? Is it not going to go against the Absiec rules or INEC rule when it comes to election? Then finally, we talked about free and fair, that if the governor is doing well, I believe that all these things that is happening in until an independent body that is not being appointed by the government or president started conducting elections in Nigeria. And
thank you so much for your contribution. Thank you very much. On to the next. Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Name and location, please.
My name is Sandra. I'm calling from Ozadam. Good morning, Honorable in the House.
Good morning, my good friend.
Mr. Speaker, please, I just want to ask a question, and it goes like this. Since you have confirmed that you received 2 lists, one from the Abia faction and one from the our own governor Absiec faction. Now, I want to ask you, how are you going to handle it? Is this not going to affect the party? How are you going to handle it since you have confirmed that you have already received the 2 lists from the 2 factions? That's my question. Thank you. Have a nice day.
Prof, apparently
I have answered this long
but
ago.
you could just one more time for clarity.
Well, my friend, if you have been listening, I said that we received lists not only from Labour. They are not the only party that is having a problem. There are other parties having factions, and we received lists from them. We are going to consult, especially ANEC, and come out with the list after consultation. Those that will participate for this election. Thank you.
Let's entertain 3 more calls, and that will be it on the platform this morning. So you may have to use this window of grace. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Thank you for joining us. Name and location.
Good morning, my dear.
Move away from your radio set. A bit of an interference. Yes, let's see. Let's see. Go ahead.
My name is Pastor Sandy Carlo. And Prof, I want to commend you for coming out to enlighten audience as regards to the forthcoming election, 2nd November.
Thank you.
And Prof, as you have said, as you're not under pressure, I pray that you not be under pressure of any sort. Because those that want to pull our governor down, we are here when they conducted election through Professor Agro Uba they felt everywhere. Even the one of which Isialonga South, that Abia won, they refused to swear him in. So, for them to be trying to tell Alex to do that with DSS or this one DSS, I wonder, this is politics that they are playing. But as you have said, if Abia truly love Alex Obi, they will vote for his party. That's it. Thank you.
Thank you for your contribution. But I know I had said no need to mention names. Just give your contribution. No name calling. Second to the last. Good morning. Name and location.
It's me, Obedient Child.
I wouldn't entertain double calls, all right? Because there are other persons who will want to be part of the conversation, and if you are calling twice, you are simply blocking another person's view and contribution. I apologize if that's a bit rude. Good morning. Thank you for joining us.
Morning. This is Elias. I call from Appointment.
Go ahead.
This every problem is not case. The job is not case. I don't think that there's something of unless they want to collect something to use and cover. Then what I want to tell you is that this part thing is already expired. Let that man not be a problem of health unless those people want to use it. God bless you.
Okay, one more call, and we'll get back to Professor, get to hear from him. I'm having reassure Abians once again about what he said will potentially be a credible, free and fair election. 0808-182-6949 0811-605-2949. So I'm going to keep that waiting. I'm coming back to you, Professor. I'm sure you listen to the calls, all right? It's true now. Let's take it. Good morning.
Good morning, my young man.
Thank you. Go ahead.
Let me give a little contribution. Personally, to me, in terms of free election in this country, I'm still in that. Yes, we have had so much of social promise, free and fair election. But I don't see it happening in this country. Please, We should stop deceiving ourselves. Let them appoint schools whom they want to appoint. It will be 17/17. That is my own.
Thank you very much for your contribution. That has to be the last. Professor George, I'm sure you heard him as well express his resentment in terms of the credibility of elections conducted. However, we are talking about the local government here, and you've actually said time and again on the program this morning that November 2nd is sacrosanct. In terms of credibility, are you still assuring them that this will be a watershed in terms of history of local government elections in Nigeria, because it's always been one-way traffic?
Well, let me repeat myself. My commission will give Abians an acceptable election. Let them come out and participate in this election. We are going to provide security. People should come out en masse. Thank you.
Okay, let me sincerely appreciate you, Professor George Chima, the Abia State Independent Electoral Commission Chairman, for coming on the platform this morning and responding to Abians, including their concerns as we're closing on November 2nd local government election.
Thank you very much.
And let me equally appreciate you for being a part of it via our feedback platforms, asking your questions and, of course, sharing your thoughts with us. We appreciate your contribution. Thank you very much. To Stanko behind the visuals on Facebook, thank you very much. And even those who leverage there to equally give their contribution. Let me appreciate my producer, Samson Eze. I am Wisdom Thomas. Thank you for being a part of the platform. It will make a return same time, same station, and another version coming up on Monday by 10 a.m. Until then, let's continue to contribute our quota to ensure that our state and the nation is giving its pride of place in the Committee of States and the Nations. Bye-bye.